We're turning now to West Africa. When Liberia reopened its borders early this year, many people felt it was premature, with Ebola still rife in Sierra Leone and Guinea. Now, the border is porous and had to control under the best of times. Reporter Benno Muchler traveled to Nimba County, Liberia, and he has more on the situation there.
This is not a legal route to the border with Guinea. Here in the thicket of Liberia's northern Nimba County, locals say there are up to 50 so-called bypasses. Before Ebola struck last year, they were not really an issue. People here have family on both sides of the border and often crisscrossed it. Now, with Liberia closing in on a zero infection rate, informal travel is risky, since Ebola is still a problem in Guinea. But the Liberian government just does not have the capacity to monitor the entire frontier, says Nimba County Inspector Reginald Main.
Even you can bring all the army in Liberia at that borderline, cannot stop somebody from the Liberian side crossing the border of Guinea. Because they eat together, they do everything in common. They speak the same dialect.
Despite this, some areas have been untouched by the Ebola virus. In Wiper, a border village of 7,500, Town Chief Francis Pai says there has not been a single case.
We will not allow that. We will not even allow it. It's not even good for it to happen. And we will not allow the person to even leave the town or even enter in the town.
I think it's clear you're hearing it.
Pai says the community is in high alert since learning about Ebola after it struck Nimba County in July.
When we heard it in our radio, every one of us, we live like a spring flock. When we hear such a thing, we want to run away. Then we go here, they say it's in Guinea or it's in Sierra Leone. Where do we go? We sit down here, worrying where to go and what to do.
Financially stretched, the government could not reach all areas and relied on international help to educate Liberians. Funded by US aid, the American NGO Mercy Corps created a network of some 70 local groups that raise awareness across Liberia. Because they enlisted locals, the community was more likely to trust the message. John Alexander Nyan, executive director of CHESS, the local NGO that took the lead in Wiper, says working with the community is the best way to fight Ebola.
I personally don't strongly believe that if we should close the border, it's going to stop the spread of Ebola. Because the people farm next door, they go to market next door, they come to health facility next door, and when they travel, you don't know the person as a Guinean. They speak the same dialect we speak in Nimba.
Young Liberians from within and outside Wiper inform residents about Ebola every day. They go door to door, answer questions, dispel concerns, and organize a group discussion once a month. And it seems to be working. A few weeks ago, a woman suffering from cancer sought help from a traditional healer in Guinea. When she returned across the border, she died. Alarmed Wiper residents called the authorities in case she had contracted Ebola. Vigilance, they hope, will keep the deadly virus at bay here until the Ebola threat in Guinea is no more. Benno Muchler for VOA News, Nimba County.
We want to know what you think about Africa 54 and the stories we cover. Join the conversation on Facebook. The address is Africa 54. Check out our headlines 24/7 on voaafrica.com.